Well, hello there. Welcome back. It has been a couple weeks actually, and here we go, folks. The season starts now for Penn State, and why do I say that? Well, because these next 3 weeks are pretty much going to determine how the rest of the season will go. Game number 6 for the Penn State Nittany Lions as this week they travel to Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor to take on the Michigan Wolverines, the number 5 ranked Michigan Wolverines in all the nation. So, couple quick notes. This game will be on Fox, big noon kickoff with Gus Johnson, Joel Klatt, Jenny Tatt. They've been following Michigan, actually, for the past 4 games. So it's really been the Michigan game of the week, honestly. But really, this is Michigan's first big test of the year. Let's not cherry pick it, folks. They played Colorado State, Hawaii, UConn, Maryland, Iowa, and Indiana. And now they face a real team. And it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to cherry pick it, folks. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be a challenge. And honestly, I will not be surprised if Michigan just blows the doors off this team because they have been struggling hard these past couple weeks. But anything can happen in this game. Hell, I didn't think Penn State would go down to Auburn and dominate them the way they did. What was it, 41-12? Oh, but they played a weak SEC opponent. Yeah, well, ask Georgia how that went when they played Missouri a couple weeks ago. Anything can happen in this sport. And who knows, maybe Penn State pulls it off. But, going into it, I'm not that confident. So the series, Michigan leads 15-10. Obviously, they played last year in Beaver Stadium. Michigan got the win, 21-17 in November. Man, I don't know. I just don't know about this one. I gotta be honest. These past couple weeks, man, Penn State has been struggling. Just even with basic things. And I'm gonna start with the quarterback, Sean Clifford. 85 for 137 on the year, 1,030 yards, 9 TDs, 2 interceptions. And you think to yourself, oh, okay, he's already thrown for 1,000 yards. That's pretty decent. But when you're watching the games, and especially the last 2 weeks, dude, you're a 6th-year quarterback. 6, because you got an extra year because of the COVID year. Oh, this video is demonetized. But dude, you if you're playing, it's been 6 years, dude. 6 years. And if you're struggling with basic shit like he's been doing, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? Just the basic throws, man, and he's struggling with it. So, unfortunately, though, James Franklin has come out. We're not going to play Drew Allaire. We want Clifford, blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ, I hope Drew does not transfer. Just stick around. Please, please, please stick around. Do not transfer. Because if he doesn't, we're fucked. We're fucked. 5-star quarterback? Nah, you guys didn't play me as much as I thought you guys promised me would. I'm out the door. Thanks. And we'd rather play a 6th-year senior. Ugh. So, that's one of the problems. And, oh boy, the rushing game the past couple weeks. Look, I think Nick Singleton is going to still be great. Obviously, you need some stuff to work on, but I get it was a game in the rain against Northwestern, and dear God, thank God we were playing Northwestern, because if that was any other team when we played Northwestern, we're losing. 5 turnovers, including multiple fumbles by the top 2 running backs, Singleton and Allen, the 2 freshman running backs. And James Franklin's not happy. They say he put him in his doghouse. Thank God we were playing Northwestern. Jesus Christ, if that was any other team, they would have probably beat us. So, Singleton needs to recover. The running game needs to recover. And they're going to need it this Saturday if they're going to win. But we'll see. Parker Washington leading the receiving corps. Jair Brown leading the defense. So, it's... I was when I was doing my research for this game, I'm clearly sticking with Michigan. I mean, the spread is in their favor at 7. The over-under is 52. And Michigan hasn't scored less than, okay, one time. Iowa, they scored 27. But the rest of their games, they haven't scored less than 30 points. And again, but you look at it, they played no big opponents. So, I just think this game's going to be different, man. And like I said, if Penn State wants to win this game, you got to get the running game going, like you did against Auburn. Run it down their throats. That's what you're going to need to be successful. Clifford to play. Just look at, if Penn State, okay, here's the deal. If Penn State plays the way like they did against Auburn, they have a shot at least. I'm not saying it's going to be a guaranteed win, but you have a shot. If you don't, you're probably losing by double digits. And that's what I think. I think Michigan will win by double digits. That is going to be my prediction. But, I don't know. And unfortunately, history is not in their favor, as I was also doing my research for this game. And an interesting stat came up here. So Penn State, as a whole, in their past 13 games on the road against top 5 teams in the nation, their record is 0-13. 0-13 in their last 13 games on the road against top 5 opponents in the country. I think that explains it right there. History is not on their side. James Franklin still has not had that big win on the road against a top 5 team. If he wants to do it this weekend, that adds to his resume. Unfortunately, though, with them sticking with Clifford, now granted the running game did struggle because it was a rain game, but still 5 turnovers though against Northwestern, and you only won by 10 when the spread was 21 plus. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just do not see this going well. But we'll have to see what happens. And Michigan has a bunch of dogs on this team, and they're looking like they're going on another run. But, hey, it's college football. Anything can happen. So, of course, obviously, the bookies, the media will all be on our side, will all be on Michigan's side, as they should. As they 100% should. But I have a feeling that outside of Michigan, the nation, the casual viewer, might be rooting for Penn State. But we'll see. We will see. This is the first big game of the year, and it just gets tougher from here. We have to play Minnesota next. Now, Minnesota struggled. I will admit, Minnesota's not as tough as they were, as I would have said last week or last 2 weeks. Because they lost to Purdue, and we get them in the whiteout next week at Beaver Stadium, 7:30 prime time. We'll see what happens. And then the big one, Ohio State comes in to Beaver Stadium for our big noon kickoff game at Beaver Stadium, the 29th. Yeah, that probably ain't going to be pretty. But, I'll end with this. Penn State's season is in their own hands. If they can somehow beat Michigan, somehow beat Minnesota, and somehow beat Ohio State, and that's asking for 2 miracles and a half right there. Believe me, I know. But they come out of this, India at Indiana, Maryland at Rutgers, and Michigan State to finish off the year. You're in the driver's seat for the college football playoff. Well, obviously, then the Big Ten championship, but hell, okay, so even this. Probably going to lose to Michigan. Probably. Look, this team could go 10-2. Easy. I think this team could go 10-2, but unfortunately, though, the 2 losses will come to the other 2 top teams in not only in your conference, but in your division, Michigan, Ohio State. Still 10-2, though? I'll take it. I'll take it. But these next 3 weeks are going to determine what the hell the rest of the season will be. So we will just have to take it from there. The game this Saturday, again on Fox, the big noon kickoff. A lot of eyes will be on it. And who knows, maybe we got another miracle up our ass, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Of course, I am back with the football. And this channel continues to grow, baby. We are on the road to 50 subscribers. 50, okay? So make sure to spread it around, tell your friends, all that stuff. Thank you for watching again. My name is Trevor, and I will see you for the next one. We are